ship's taken. This seat's taken, ding the bell. Lurky turkey merch must sell. Wow! Banana! Hammocks in the air.
Steampunk hat, crow the chat.
Penguins everywhere. Artstream, cookies and caffeine. Booyah, check the mic. Leave a comment, lick the like.
Peachy penguin, phantom zone. Pirate plank, chatting zone. Drop bears lurking, paranormal bluff. All peeps welcome, but trolls get stuffed.
When toxic rocks it with love and care.
No cold pizza anywhere.
Coffee hot,
No one faking. Don't forget, this ship's taken.
this is me, no apologies. No fake here, just caffeine cheer. Rain in the hay, check your own state. Glass houses, sticks and stones. Crashing down, you are on your own.
Don't stick for bucks, the algorithm sucks. Off you now, pop, not all the ice slop. Just wanna be me, loving the coffee and creativity. I'm here all week. The name is Fantastic.
When toxic rocks it
With love and care. No cold pizza anywhere.
coffee hot,
No one faking. Don't forget, this ship's taken.
Hey guys, just checking that's working. Okay. How are we doing? I'm sorry I've messed you around with times today. I've got to fix this camera so it's not wobbling. I've put up with it today. But yeah, today's been a washout. Naming no names, but you know, somebody didn't help going live this morning. So, but other stuff as well, sleeping and stuff to do. So it means I haven't done my outlines, but I'll have to do them now. Let's see who's here. What time is it? 9:30 I went to, didn't I? I'll start from 9. Yeah, sorry, I had to walk into town today, tonight, so I had to wait till it clouded over. Didn't do too badly getting there and back, but I needed to eat and blah blah blah. So, oh, hang on, I've got no music on. Got no music. Got to have music. There we go. Music. We're sullying the like button already. Hey Roger. Hey Lycan. Hey Betty. Hey Elaine. Making me some hot dogs and yes, no mayo, Sarah. That's my girl. That's my girl. Don't want that silly mayo on hot dog. Ruins a good hot dog. Hey, Holly. How are you? Evening, Rob. Caroline in the house. Humidity is so bad here. It's still pretty humid here, but I had to take my inhaler when I got to the top of the hill, but other than that, I've not been too bad. The air's quite cool here. But I'm pleased I waited until the sun disappeared. Still warm though. We've still got the fan on full blast. Oh my god, just type names and wiped. No. You want a link Phil? Hang on, I'm just gonna get. Aussie Cat. Sorry, I'm live, Mum. Talking to you. Pizza. Yeah, start over, buddy. No blanky hellos. You tell him, Holly. Hey, Sadra. Did I say hello to Aussie Cat? I think I did. Hey, Aussie Cat. Oh, I've got to fix this camera. Actually, I need to fix it so it's not on the table. I'll set something up. It's a little missing because Phil's just put a pickle in the chat. There we go. Hey, hey. Petals. Petals, I am suffering tonight. What did I tell you? 4 o'clock this morning, I said Crow will go live in an hour. What did Crow do? Got a text from Phil. I'd been asleep for about 45 minutes, got a message from Phil saying, Crow's going live. There's some things in this life that you can rely on, you know. The earth goes around the sun and night turns to day and back again, and Crow goes live just as you've fallen asleep. I enjoyed the bit at the end when he was trolling Beardo, who just woken up. It was funny. Right, let's see who I'm missing. See, that's how you do it, Phil. That's it. Aussie Cat. Look at that. Look at that. That's done beautifully. Hey, John Stubb. Fantastic. Hey, Kim. Evening, Sarah. Evening, chat. Hope you're all feeling perfectly splendid. I am, because I've just eaten. And I've got coffee. And this is the most awake I've been all day. What's that? Is that a turtle, Phil? Shadakai, Patricia. How are you today? Can't stay not fit. Oh, you look after yourself, sweet pea. Look after yourself. Hey, son. So everyone in chat, Banker High was a long day. I bet. but I assume that they're back. Returned from 30 East Drive. I'm going to lay down. Bye, Patricia. I see. Petals will clean it. You got the boys back again. I posted it in Bristol's Discord, but when Bristol were live this morning, when they were asleep, and this was the image that was being presented. There you go, all asleep. And I popped in and noticed, just to check the chat, and I put this in the Discord, but I noticed a little comment in the live chat. Let me find it. There it is. Shapey Poo went in and said, "Give me shaving cream and a feather." That's to that image, which I thought was funny. So I put it in Bristol's Discord. There we go. Is your a week tomorrow? I can reapply, and I need to, because yeah, I need to. And then even if they say yes, I've got to wait another month. But main thing is them saying yes. The only thing I think, if I reapply and they say no, is I've not got to wait another 3 months to reapply. I've just got to adjust things and try again. But yeah, a week on Monday. It's the 20th of July. I can reapply. I don't know how long it'll take, but fingers crossed for me, because it has been a struggle and people have been so good with me as well. That being said, I'm going to keep the Patreon going. I'm going to bulk the Patreon up. I need to check when it's. I'm sure this month you can start putting videos on there directly. And I've got plans for the Patreon. So, and I'm going to leave it the way it is, which is you can choose what tier you go into. It makes no difference once you're in there as to what you see, but you can either just have a membership for $1 or for $5. It's up to you. And I do put free content on as well, so you know you can see the basics. So that's the Patreon. I haven't decided yet what I'm doing with the memberships. I I'll still have memberships, but I may adjust the pricing. I never went below $2.99 because if somebody gifted memberships, YouTube still charged them $2.99. So say if you have memberships for $1.99, if you give 5 memberships, you're still paying $2.99 each, and that's extra money for YouTube. But Raven's memberships, I've noticed, you literally only pay if you're gifting a few what they're supposed to be. So I don't know. I'm in two minds. I might actually reduce them a little bit. For the basic tier, I don't know. I've got to get monetized first. So what am I saying? Right, he did it, and I fell asleep listening. I lasted about 2.5 hours, and I just crashed. I was so tired. I was out for the count when Crow was on. I was out for the count when he notified he was going live. Your bestie messaged me. Crow's going live. Oh, fuck. I put my phone down, got close my eyes and got a notification. I don't think I got I don't think I got a notification for Crow. The notification I got was from you, I think, Phil. There you go. Saying hello to everybody that far, yeah. This Crow's live, someone forgot to message me. Oh no. I think he's put it because he took it down, but I moaned at him. So he has to put it back up. Or he did. I don't know if he's taken it down again. Hang on. No, it's still there. So you can see Fartgate. I've lost StreamYard. Close my eyes 20 minutes, got a notification. I get a spidey sense when I wake up. So through the first hour of Crows. So through the last hour or so. Sitting outside cooling down. Yeah, I walked to the shops and it was nice and cool. Well, it could have stood to be a bit cooler, but I'm not moaning. It was warmer when I got in the house. Coffee, love the smell, love the taste. Give me a Tetley tea. Hate the taste. Oh, Tetley tea. I buy Tetley. I like Tetley. I love my coffee. Peter got shot. Did they ever suss out who it was? Shapy Poo. Yeah, that's what the nickname. Shapy Poo. That's quite a sight. Not yeah. Nothing will beat Crow's timing on peanuts. But yeah, good Crow's like, what? What's that noise? Like, what? And it was a fart. It is worth watching. You know, if you don't want to watch all of it, 'cause it's 4 hours to sort of scroll through and get to the 30 East Drive stuff. Because I saw most of that, but like I say, I went to bed, and when he put it back up, I rewatched the bit I've missed, and well, I watched the bit I missed, and he'd actually Beardo had woken up and gone live again, and Crow trolled him. There's so many lives. I know. I'm missing a lot at the minute. Sage advice. May your coffee be stronger than any challenges you face today, but if not, remember, don't throw your cup at anyone. You'll need it. Refills. Good advice. Good advice. Almost dropped your hot dogs, I know. I cranked up my music loudly, then my phone yelled that Chrome was live. I know. It stops for Crow. Woke up and Crow notification. Guess what I thought? Jinx. Yeah. That's Sam blaming me. Yeah, we're going to bed, but Crow's going to go live. Don't jinx it, Sarah. So I guess that was my fault. Yeah, let's blame Phil, actually. That sounds proper. Yorkshire Tears. No. That's Old Wives' Tale. Tell yourself that for forgiveness is back. You can thank me for that. I was like, we've taken it down. I haven't seen the last bit yet. Loaded just for you to. Actually, I noticed Phil's got a new upload out, which I haven't seen yet. Please check Phil out. Not asking. Is that the slabber? Honestly. Better quality type of chat when you come in here, honestly. working pen. Merge use. Ugh. I did hear Crow's. I found. I'm impressed I managed to find it. I was awake for that bit. I missed it though. His seahorse impression. Helps to turn this on, doesn't it? I think you see more when you turn it on. Here we go. Right. Let's get started. Okay. Actually winging this, so it may not end well. Needs to be level with that. At the end of the week, when I've got some money in, I'm going to buy some. I thought I'd wait instead of just getting one piece, because I'm going to be doing a few bits, both for art streams and on the art channel, which I might actually soon. I should be doing it while I'm demonetized anyway, so maybe do the odd live on the art channel. I'm going to get some faux leather material. I paint on faux leather bags and journals for the business normally. So I thought we'll get some faux leather sheets, because the original the thumbnail for this, the picture of the thumbnail for this I want to do, but I kept looking at it and I kept thinking that's not really pen or pencil. I need to paint that, so I'm going to get some faux leather to paint it onto. But it'd be a lot cheaper to buy a few sheets than just to buy one. Can't be bothered anymore, Sandra. The pillow is calling me. You get some rest, darling. You were up late last night, and now you've got trouble back. School tomorrow. Sploosh juice. Last week of school, isn't it? I think. We think. Which means there'll be even more annoyances with broomsticks and wizard hats coming around on it. No, it's adults as well. It's not just the kids. Metal Ladyland! Sorry I'm late. Been sitting outside in the wind to cool down. Yeah, I sat in the garden while my dinner was cooking, because make the most of it. Honestly, at the minute, if it's cool, you have to make the most of it, because you don't know how long it's going to last. And I'd like it to be cooler, but right now, I'll take anything I can get. I also want to do some more walking anyway, try and lose some weight. If it's really hot and muggy, I can't do it, so. When the weather is right, this camera on an angle, because that doesn't look. No, it looks distorted. Sea cucumber, mango infused. Oh no! Oh, I nearly timed out, John. Sorry, John. My time to be Butterfingers. I've run out of mango juice. I'll have to wait till Friday. Thank you, this is just a copy from Dead by Daylight, the game that Raven's playing at the moment, Dead by Daylight, and I was going through some of their characters. This is the Legion. Hence, there's more than one of them, which of course makes life more difficult, but you know, let's live dangerously. I have on the rare occasions I actually take commissions. I used to take commissions when I was on the market. I had it's actually somebody I knew. It was one of the waitresses I knew at the cafe that I used to go to before, you know, they kicked me out. And she'd asked me to she had a brother and a sister, and she said, oh, we never get photographs of the three of us together. I mean, they spent time together, but they just never seemed to get decent photos or photos of all three of them at the same time. So she says, will you do a portrait of all three of us? Can you do that? And I said, well, send me send me on my phone, because I like them digitally, then I can work from them easier. Send me some pictures, a collection of pictures of each of you, and then I can choose which ones and put you all together in one portrait. And she did. So it was her and her brother and a sister, and it's always difficult when you're doing more than one person. It's just different. It's like almost cartoon. You're doing more than one person in the shot, because you've always got the worry you're going to get one person dead on and brilliantly, and then, you know, there's more chance of messing up, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I was doing great, and I did the two girls first, on the left hand side and in the centre, and then it was time to draw the brother. And I'm drawing the brother, and I'm something wasn't right. I was drawing. I just did a pencil sketch. I just did a pencil portrait, and I'm just drawing him, and I'm thinking something not quite right about this. But I kept looking at the picture, and I kept looking at my drawing. I thought, well, no, I've got everything right. Everything's in proportion. All the shapes are what it should be. It looks like him. I couldn't feel. Just something wasn't quite sitting right with his part of the image. Anyway, I thought, well, there's nothing wrong with it. It must just be me being picky or whatever. It felt as though he wasn't part of the image. You know, I know I'd used 3 different photographs, but I'd managed to get the lighting and everything, so you couldn't tell I'd used 3 separate pictures. There's just something that was niggling at me about the brother. Anyway, when I gave her the portrait, I said this to her. I says, you know, please tell me if there's a problem here, because, you know, it looks exactly like the photograph, but it just feels as though he's kind of separate. And she hadn't told me when she gave me the photo. This is true, by the way. She hadn't told me when she gave me the photographs that her brother had actually died. It could be complete coincidence, don't get me wrong. But yeah, it did actually unnerve me a little bit, because it was like, this isn't right. This isn't. He doesn't feel as though he's there, and I didn't know he'd died. So I'm not saying there's anything to it, but it was unnerving when she said that. Oh God. Because that was the way I was feeling about it. It felt as though he wasn't part of the photo. He was like separate. I've actually forgotten about that, so talking about this. No, oh, I've lost my picture. Don't ask, John, honestly. You'd regret being told. Although that sums it up. Rick Robb is a merman and he's selling his juice. So there you go. Yeah, hey, Kristen. And to think this all started with what tea is best. Rob had to take it to the next level. Always. And Phil's in the chat as well. So the two of them, you've got no hope. Absolutely no hope. Rob is Rob. What did he expect? Does Rob? Thank you for educating it. Bring a pizza and some pudding, and we're instantly talking. It's a cheap date, apparently, according to Phil. Yeah, it actually creeped me out. But what was unnerving, I didn't say anything to her. I was like, I didn't actually even say anything to her. It was her that said, I just explained it, saying, please tell me if there's anything wrong, because I can't see anything wrong with the portrait, but it feels as though your brother's not quite part of the picture. And it was then she said, oh, he died. So sometimes you just get a feeling without knowing what. Yeah. My weirdest experience is like that. It's the one I'm frightened of putting on the channel. But if I do, I might put it into Patreon, actually. If I don't get remonetized. What I might do is, if I do get remonetized, I'll put it in as a members only. Because it's the subject matter around, not the experience itself, but the subject matter around it. It's a bit of a dodgy subject. It's like you had a sense you died. Yeah, it's just that sense he wasn't there. He wasn't part of the picture. It didn't even occur to me that. But. And I didn't know her that well. I mean, I knew we'd talking to her when I went to the CAF, and I was at the CAF all the time. I knew her. I was very chatty with her, but I didn't know anything about his personal circumstances or anything. I didn't even know she had a brother and sister, so she asked me about the portrait. But trolls, they say, have you met me and Phil? Yeah. Any troll that comes into this chat, edit. Rob. Oh, so I'm half through. I've just realised I've been writing a message on Messenger all day. I haven't finished it yet. A while ago, I gave you a link to a friend of mine who's going around various places in Northumberland and Tyneside, sort of haunted locations. I'll do another shout out next week. And because, you know, sometimes pressure of work or or sort of weather, etc., can't always get out. So he was asking me advice on stuff to do with his channel, you know, when he couldn't get out and about shooting, doing film. So, and I just realised I was halfway through the bloody message. Just checking you're properly awake, Sarah. Let's put it this way, Rob, I'm as awake as I'm going to be today, I think. I'm trolling under my new picking name. I was wondering if it was. Trolling. I put that in Bristol's chat last night. Because they were doing portrait lives. You get trolls in portrait lives. Just people doom scrolling. Nothing bad. Yeah. Trolling. Keep those comments trolling. East Drive. Don't encourage Caroline. I don't know. They troll me. I've lost my picture. I'm going to blame you guys for that. Who needs trolls when you've got mods like this? Exactly. It's not a coincidence. Hey, they want to come in here. They either get zapped or they get played with first. In fact, I reckon that they wish more would come in. I genuinely think some of my mods would prefer to have more trolls. Like putting cats playing with mice or birds or something. Yeah. What I caught, Sarah? If these mods were cats, they would drag their prey into the house saying, "Look what I got." I think the I'll never do that, Sarah. Yeah. Blame Rob. Yeah, blame Rob sounds perfectly acceptable to me. I just don't get why people become trolls. They must not be nice people, putting it gently. I have the exact same thought. You know, I know people say, oh, people get brave behind a keyboard warriors. And yeah, I get all of that, but I'm sorry, with a lot of them, you think you've got to have that in you to start with. You don't suddenly become a nasty person just because you're behind a keyboard. You just stop hiding it. Listening and liking, I'm waiting on something to do. No problem, Sage Rot. Thank you for being here, sweetie. Too much time on the hands, I guess. Yeah. I also think some people just genuinely think they're clever. Big and clever by going in and they're throwing their weight around. They're basically bullies. Okay, Sage, thank you kindly day by day. It was funny, a troll asked, what do you get? I reply, a boot. Crow drops a panhammer. Yeah, teamwork. There you go. That was in Ravens, wasn't it? Same analogy. Akaman always said, if you've got nothing to say, nice to say, don't say anything. Do you know something? I agree with that sentiment. But do you know who I hear that from? I've heard that from a lot this year in my comments. The trolls. I see it in because I go through sex comments as well. I've seen it in sex comments, but I see it in mine. And they'll be horrible, they'll be effing and blinding, and then they'll go, if you say you can't say something nice, don't say anything. I'm thinking, well, just apply that to yourself. Follow your own advice. Honestly. It actually annoys me when people say that. When they do it like that, if you're doing it and you mean it, then that's great, but come on. Ridiculous. Worst comment I had on my channel this year was a massive lecture from somebody saying that you know, that they were talking about having a right go, being really nasty, really condescending, like they were better than me. Having a go about mental health. You don't know what people are going through. And, you know, be kind. I did write a response to it. I never posted it. And I wish I had, actually. Because the perpetrator removed the post themselves. I did screenshot it, though. Because I could have owned them. You know, you don't know what people are going through. You don't know what, you know, mental health, blah blah blah. That have had the whole "I'm autistic" speech. You don't know what I've been through. I do find that people who lecture like that can be the worst offenders. I'm sorry, but they are. If you saw Sandra's live on Wednesday, we had a really good live on Wednesday. It was Sandra on Bristol's channel. Her Wednesday live. She had me and Paranormal Simulations on, and we were talking about that. So if you didn't see that live, it is worth a watch. We talk about other stuff as well, sort of generally the community and the paranormal, but need to get a drink in a minute. Might be cooling down outside. It ain't in here. Still bloody warm in here, the house. Let's put that back on this minute. Off the fan so I can actually feel it, because at the moment I can't. That's better. You know, by the way, the trolls word things, they ain't clever at all, or bags of what they are. I know both Seg and Beard are often pulling them up on their spelling and their phrasing and, you know, and their grammar. Some of the worst ones, you can barely understand a word they're saying. No, I agree with the sentiment, little lady. I 100% agree with you. Because it's a solid piece of advice in life. You know, if you can't say something nice, don't say it. If you're me, unless somebody deserves it. But you know, just don't say it. But I know you're lovely. But people will use that expression after. I've seen them use it after they've really had a go at somebody. I just like winding people up. We know. We do say things in the nice way just before we tell them to fuck off. Oh, hey, do you know, if you're gonna do the being nasty bit, you know, prepare to get it back. Especially if you're being nasty to me chat. Don't forget, Elaine, to toss a bucket of water on the trolls on the way out. If you can't laugh, you will cry. So humour as well is the best laughter, good for the soul. 100%. 100%. There are one or two people in the. I don't know if this is my quirk or whether other people have the same quirk. I was like this as a kid as well. You know, when you're a kid and you're in a bad mood and you just wanted to be in a bad mood, you want to be really grumpy, and somebody said something funny, and you'd get even angrier because you'd laughed. It made you laugh. I'm still like that, by the way. No, I want to be in a bad mood. Yeah, I'm not going to name them, but there are about 5 people in this community that can do that to me. 1 or 2 of them do it on purpose, and it really fucking irritates me. I can't give you the examples, but holy hell, I ain't got the time today. Rob can do it. I need to message Elaine actually. I'll explain to you in a message, Elaine, but I'm going to give your art channel another shout out this week. Because I want to talk about mine as well, and there's some other stuff as well. So I'll message you. Reasons why dark gallows humour sometimes breaks out. It's a really good coping mechanism. It's a really good coping mechanism. And I often find, I mean, I have certain comfort movies, and they're not always comedies, but some are. But my TV shows, especially the nostalgic ones, you know, it's like comfort viewing. For me, it's stuff like Red Dwarf. I've just been, unfortunately, on ITV, there's only 2 seasons, but I do have the DVDs. I must hook my DVD player up to the computer. We've been rewatching I'll Feed the Same Pet. I mean, I watch Big Bang Theory and Will and Grace and Porridge and all sorts, and just something about humour that, you know, like you say, if you can't laugh, I don't like what you say. I have an ear infection. I don't know ball bags. Why don't I know ball bags? These characters in this game, they're all superhero powers. They look like cool characters. Raven went to bed. I haven't got her in my chat, but it's basically from the villains section. Because Dead by Daylight, if you're watching Raven, they do a lot of film characters. Like Jason, etc., and Mike Myers from Halloween. But they also have their own characters. I think these are their own characters. These are called the Legion. These are the villains. I've been looking at the villains. I don't know what the power thing is, though. You'd need Raven in the chat to explain that to you. It's daylight, but it's still dark and gloomy. It's been like that here this evening. Agree, Rob. Laughter is good for the soul. Now don't ever make me agree with you again. It'll be rare, Aussie Cat, don't worry. We've only got one life, so I'd be dicks to others. Not worth upsetting people for nothing. It's not worth upsetting people for nothing. I will rarely start it, hardly if ever, because I don't give a shit. If somebody bothers me I don't like, I just ignore them. It causes me problems sometimes, but I just ignore them. That's also a Northumbrian thing. But I also believe in karma, so sometimes it's difficult not to take action, but I do believe sooner or later karma will hit people. Internet just dropped. Oh no! Might be the weather. Rob. Yeah, I want to look at. I know I've already covered the Fright Night House. I want to look at the way you do the sort of 3D stuff. Pepperoni. Father Ted's another one, actually. I know what's the crab, but Father Ted is. I love Father Ted. I love Dougal. Dougal's one of my favourite characters ever. All right, Ted. I don't know, Ballbag. On my way to the kickball tournament. I'll be listening. No problem, sweetie. It's open all hours and on the. Oh, I was actually thinking of doing some rewatch of Open All Hours. Dad used to love stuff like that. I haven't seen on the buses for years. Binge to be a Big Bang Theory is often what I fall asleep to. I've seen it loads of times. But yeah, there were certain ones that Dad and I would binge watch. When I had the studio, Dad, a lot of the time Dad came with me. He had a space in there as well. And when it was lunchtime, because there was a kitchen in the building, we used to sit down and we used to watch stuff, because we did all the Auf Wiedersehen pets as well. But we were always watching Red Dwarf. We both loved Red Dwarf. I'm trying to think what else we looked at. There's quite a few things we just used to binge. Father Ted. Dad loved Father Ted. I'm sure something's got on the buses on it. I'll have to have a look. I'm sure I've seen it recently. Open All Hours. Ronnie Barker was a legend. All right. Honestly, it's the first time I've heard it. Weird, because I'm only 20 miles from the border, but you're going to behave, Peachy. Or do I need to get the plank out? Just wondering. Hey, sweetie, how you doing? On the Bus has its own YouTube channel. Oh, does it? Might be where I see it keep popping up, actually, because I think I've seen it pop up on my homepage. Palm is another great Scottish word. I loved Porridge too. Yeah, I recently binge watched Porridge because it was, I don't know if it still is, but it was on the BBC iPlayer. I've got that DVD set as well. I just haven't got my DVD set. My DVD plugged up, so but it's a shame they didn't make more with Porridge, actually. But I suppose that kept it proper. Let's get another drink, then I'll get more drawing done. Oh. Sarah, karma of the cold bit me and I tested positive to RSV last night, so I think I'm covered for blanking. What? It's RSV. You're right. Bambot. I like the word. Oh, Young Ones. My favourite Young Ones is the one where they do University Challenge. Scumbag College. If you were in my live yesterday, Betty, I think it was Betty, no, Sheila was asking who would you have on a podcast if you could have anybody, and the first person that came to mind, actually, I said if I could have anybody living or dead, it would be Rick Mail. Man was a genius, absolute genius. And I was actually watching. I watch one or two American channels that react to British stuff, and one of them was reacting to some of the Blackadder, and they were specifically reacting to Mail as Flash Art. You sort of look at the character of Flash Art, who is awesome. It's such a good character, and you look at it and you think only Rick Mail could get away with those lines, without, the politically correct coming down on him. He was amazing. Hello, Poe showed what a fantastic character actor Ronnie Barker was. Just saw Fletch. You never really saw Ronnie when you were watching him. No, because he was. If you ever saw him interviewed, he was actually much different in real life. And I remember at the time in the 70s, because I'm that old, often watching Porridge and then watching the two Ronnies, and you couldn't equate the two people, because I think they must have dyed his hair for Porridge. I think he was silver on the two Ronnies, but yeah, you couldn't put those two people together. He was such a good actor. Duty free in May to December. God, blast from the past. Oh, is it called Bambi? Yeah, for Bambi Gascoigne. Yeah, that's love that one. It was just, when somebody like Rick Mail dies, I think it's extra sad for entertainment. It's sad anyway, because he was only 56. Had a family. So obviously it's tragic. But I thought about this with John Thor, because he was only 59, and I thought about this with Heath Ledger. And you think how much more brilliant entertainment we would have been privileged to watch if they'd have kept going longer. Heidi High. That must be on somewhere, Holly. Surely. I haven't seen that for years though. The Blackadder. I never bother with the first season, but 2, 3, and 4. One of the best endings of TV, Blackadder goes forth. But I loved Hugh Laurie. I mean, I love Rowan Atkinson. Big Rowan Atkinson fan. Was never bothered with Mr. Bean, but I'm a big Rowan Atkinson fan. I think he was somebody else I said I'd interview if he'd be another one I'd like to interview. But Hugh Laurie as Prince George. Oh, is that what that is? Oh no, sweetie. Hope that's going to be a mild strain. Still game. I don't know if I know that. Oh, Peachy, I'm going to have to be nice to you now. Look after yourself, darling. I'm in the mess I'm in now because of the big C. Yeah, Rick did steal the show as Lord Flasher. I tell you who else I liked in that second season. No, yeah, second season. Hang on. No, it must have been the second. Which season was Queenie in? Because she was an actress that I wasn't always that bothered about, but she was super. I can't remember her name, but she was brilliant as Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, it would have been the second season, wouldn't it? Friday night dinner. Thanks, guys. Sucks on top of the ankles, just starting to get out and about, and I'm stuck at home again. You just got to look after yourself, baby. Yeah, don't take any chances with that. Yeah. I never know how well some of them travel, but when I went to Boston to do a conference in 2000, I think it was, and they have an entire they weren't very friendly, actually, if you were English. Probably the least friendly place I've been for English. I think it might be to do with the Tea Party, but at the same time they love anything British and English, and they have a entire channel of just British sitcom, and it's stuff like Are You Being Served and Keeping Up Appearances. Miranda Richardson, is it Miranda Richardson? Because I can't even remember what I used to see her on, but sometimes I used to find her a bit annoying, but she excelled in that role. She really did. Oh, Nursey. Any time Elizabeth, I always think of Miranda Richardson. Used to work swing shift, and I would come home to public broadcasting and watch Benny Hill, Blackadder, Are You Being Served. Used to make me laugh before bed. I had so much bad luck in the last 6 months. I haven't upset any spooks. You do some good times. I've seen Nesbit. Yeah. Yep. Totally with you on that. Never rains, does it? Being diagnosed with bronchitis and have a shadow on my lung, I know how you're feeling. It sucks. So you look after yourself, Kim. Hope that's getting looked at properly. Getting dealt with. Hopefully quicker than they dealt with me. Hi, James. How are you this evening? Oh, I Morecambe and Wise with the genuine epitome of national treasures. I love Morecambe and Wise. One of the best, if not the best, double act we ever had. I mean, we've had other good ones. More of a flavour like Reeves and Mortimer, etc. But although I saw Big Night Out at the City Hall in Newcastle, and they were so funny. They're an acquired taste, but once you got used to the style of humour, etc. Actually, linking it together, Victoria Wood did a drama of I think she did it of the early years of Morecambe and Wise, more or less concentrating on Eric Morecambe, but of the pair of them. And Vic Reeves played Eric Morecambe's father. It's incurable but manageable, so I'm not worried about it. Just keep smiling. I would say keep swimming, but Rob might jump in. Yeah, it's like the COPD. It's uncurable, but 'cause it's lung damage. But it's kind of up to me to not make it any worse, you know. So, which just sucks because I'm not very good at looking after myself. I will admit. But just got to get on with it, haven't you? A lot of what's wrong with me at the minute, I mean, COPD is permanent, but I've got to get my act together. Get more exercise, get my weight down. This weather doesn't help because it's the worst time of year for any, not just COPD, but asthma, any lung and breathing problems. This hot weather needs to bog off. Two spoken wise, two Ronnies. I need to get mine sorted, Pinky. Don't show me up. I'm still sitting here in chaos. Problem is everyone gets offended at everything nowadays, so doing comedy and sketches is, I know, it's what I mean about sort of Rick Mailer's Flash Rock. Can you imagine anybody else getting away with that character? And he was so funny. It's not, to me, it's, I mean, yeah, you don't want to outright offend people, but to me it's not funny if you tread it on eggshells all the time. So long as you know that you're getting what it says on the tin. It's a bit like, you know, people go and see Jimmy Carr and complaining about him. It's like, well, you know what you're getting if you go and see Jimmy Carr. And I think Jimmy Carr's really funny. Some people don't. That's fine. Don't mention swimming. I almost walked just across the street and jumped into the harbour early today. It didn't due to the trawlers. That is my favourite gag, Roger. police car going outside. You want so many ice cream going at that speed. Do you know something about her? I wasn't a huge Victoria Wood fan. Didn't dislike her, I just wasn't. I found her a bit. I don't know how to describe it. Didn't really like the persona. I thought she was a genius writer. But Dinner Ladies, I've got the DVD set of that as well. Dinner Ladies was just magical. But I think it helped in Dinner Ladies. She had an ensemble cast around her. It wasn't just her. I like reading the chat, yeah. Yeah, that's, it's like... It's funny, because Elaine will understand this one, is sometimes, especially if you're... Probably this chat as well, especially if you're in Crow's chat. And it can sometimes, I think, from both me and Elaine, look really random when we're deleting messages. I'm not going to speak for Elaine, but I delete them because I think Crow's going to get into trouble with YouTube for that. It's actually not what people are saying, it's the words that they're using are going to get flagged. And there's one or two people, they don't come in here. There's one or two people that I just sometimes think, you're doing one in particular, you're doing it on, you know your messages are getting deleted. So it hasn't occurred to you to just tone it down. Oh, care, it's a nice person and there's nothing wrong with them. It's just, it's like, just know where the limit is. Think about the wording, guys. Let's do it. Yeah, her songs were good. Who knows? Orkney isn't that far from my area of Norway. Watch old comedy shows sometimes. Most of the shows you couldn't have on TV now, the cotton wool people would get highly offended. We had one called A Day in Half Hotman, which I don't think anybody shows now. And on the one hand, I kind of get why, but the main reason is actually one of the actors played, because it's set in India, played an Indian guy. But he actually spent years with it doing interviews saying that that's where he grew up there, and he spoke several of the different dialects, and one of my heroes is John Cleese, because he refuses to change anything. It's like he won't take the Life of Brian scene out about Eric Idle wanting a baby. If Magnus the Walrus could swim from Moray to my town in Norway, wouldn't be surprised if a certain merman showed up. Everything is chaos in my house. Yeah, that's the trouble. I'm kind of... Thing is, I need to get it sorted because I need my new computer chair set up. Because I'm still having back problems. I'm hoping that'll solve it. And I want the art stuff, both for this channel and for the art channel, to be more streamlined when I'm doing it. Get the lighting set up properly, etc. I'll be honest, it's just having the fucking energy at the minute. I'm so tired. Jimmy Carr is so funny, lovely fella to boot. It's funny with Jimmy Carr because I kind of ignored him for a long time. Because I only sort of saw clips. Oh God, he's doing it for the sake of it. But what it was with Jimmy Carr, I started seeing him. In the UK, we have quite a few comedy quiz programs, and he's either presents or is in quite a few of them. And I was finding him really funny. And I doom scroll on Facebook, and I get a lot of Jimmy Carr sort of snippets on Facebook, and he is so funny. And I think he always strikes me as a really nice guy. Paper bag and ball trip, yes. Muttman Wise. Ronnie Parker's expert sketches with supply me one about mispronunciations is incredible. I love to know how many takes that took. I believe Ronnie Parker wrote a lot of it. I mean, Ronnie Corbett, you know, sort of read the scripts, etc. I believe that Ronnie Barker was quite big on right, especially when it was stuff like that. He had big input in writing sketches like that. I mean, you know, things like the classic Four Candles sketch with Jimmy Carr. Sarah, what people don't realise sometimes is a lot of us in here are a tight-knit community and we take the piss but love each other really as we are friends. We'll stand up for each other as needed. Exactly. I sort of said that to Mason when all this crap kicked off a couple of weeks ago. I said because he was saying how the community rallied behind him. I said, the community loves you, Mason. I said, if they didn't love you so much, they wouldn't take the piss out of you. They don't take the piss out of people with, you know, sort of these in-jokes if they don't like you. And that's the way this community works. If a content creator can't cope with that sort of thing, they're in the wrong community. Dave Allen. He was controversial back in the day, so we love watching Dave Allen. Two people can say the same thing with different ways. One will get removed. Yeah, it's the phrasing, it's the words used, and often, sometimes, quite regularly, it's blatant. It's like, you know, come on, you have to know that's not going to be allowed through. And sometimes it's blatant, you don't think it should be allowed, but mostly if I remove it or don't put it through because it's been held with review, it's because I think, well, YouTube have already flagged it. You don't want Crow or sometimes Seg to get into trouble. I love Kevin Bridges, but Billy Connolly. I like Billy Connolly. I do like Billy Connolly. I don't know if I know Kevin Bridges. Sad with Billy Connolly though, isn't it? My uncle RIP was the spitting image of Dave Allen, loved him. My mum saw him live. Friend has the best laugh. He heard it and mentioned it and made a night. Greg Davis. Never clicked with Greg Davis. Hey, Mistress Kaylee. To be fair, I've not seen a lot of him, so yeah. Sit in the hallway as a kid and watch as mum and dad watched him. Holding back what we say in chat. Try being an Aussie here. My natural words are. Put it this way, Aussie Cat. It's very rare, if ever, I will hold back an Australian because you. It's difficult to describe, I think, but if you saw the comments we removed, you'd think, oh yeah. You know. You guys don't do it the same. Aussies can slap you around the face for just talking. Well, that's the other thing. We've got a few Aussies in here, and you know, there's mods as well. And Aussies are like the, you know, the British who have got a sense of humour. You know, it's like it or lump it, guys. Like it or lump it. I'm not holding back because, you know, you get all offended. Having said all that about chat, sometimes there are things I just sit there and see there, but I can't delete. Why can't you delete? Oh, actually, I'll have a chat with you about that. I think I know what you mean. I get that. Me being Scottish, I can say words that no one would understand. They might think I'm giving out compliments. Yeah, I can actually do that as a Northumbrian. Yeah, it probably sums it up, Aussie Cat. It's the difference. It's very. There's a difference between the fact that with you guys, it's you being you, and somebody. And I've known several people who do this, who will go in and do it for the sake of it. And they're the ones that tend to go too far because they're being smutty or rude to get attention. You know, they're not doing it because it's natural way of speaking. I like you stopping me though, Pidgey. See, it's just you guys being you guys. Can you imagine the trouble Rob would have got into that in certain chats? You know, chats with no sense of humour. You'll know if it's a compliment not with. Yes, exactly. Kiwis are too conservative a lot of the time. Do you know what? Because I haven't done one of these today.
Do I have to?
I walk the plank! Ah! Woo-hoo! What a day! Oh! Oh! No! Look, look, look!
There you go. Lycan knows. Lycan knows who's boss. Bristol will be live tomorrow, guys. Monday Mayhem, normal time. I don't know if there's a challenge tomorrow. They were talking about eating. What's the fish? Is it surströmming or something? The fermented fish. And a lot of us were like, no. Told them if they're doing anything that they can throw it with, I'm not modding. I have a phobia for throwing up. They'll probably do it anyway, by the way. Actually, I could just pop the chat out. So that's what I'm doing on here now. I can see both chats. All the other stuff. Yeah, exactly. It's clear. But there's a challenge. They are doing more challenges. I don't actually know if they've got one set for tomorrow. Man, they're probably still going to be knackered tomorrow. I try and say most things nicely. If I don't agree, I just leave out all the F-bombs. Is it waxing again? It was waxing last week. The fish will stick. Oh, no. What's the artwork for? This is just actually me. I sometimes do fan art to get my techniques back for doing my own. So I'm actually doing some gaming because I've got some plans for the channel, and I want to get used to this sort of style of drawing again. So that's why I'm doing this. And then if you saw the thumbnail for this art stream, the picture on the thumbnail of Legion I'm going to do, but I'm going to wait until I can afford to get at the end of the week I'll get some faux leather because I want to paint that. Yeah, no. Fermented fish, no. I I tried to encourage the shock pads, but I don't know if they sort of fell for it. Okay, because you have the creator. Well, that's the other thing. I suppose it might be like Crow gets a few more, but you know, read the room. The people, some of the people who get into the most trouble in this community are the ones that just behave the same in every single chat. And you can more or less be yourself in every single chat, but you know, there's some things you're going to get away with in my chat or Crow's chat. You might not get away with in some others. And not even just to do with the content creator, but sometimes having different people in chat who aren't used to it. Color choices, it's just based on the picture I'm going by. Hey Reality, how are you doing, darling? I can be kind, loving and fair, but get on the wrong side of me and you'll get the wrath of me, so watch out, trolls. Yeah, that's pretty much me. It's sometimes I have a bad rep actually, but I am a good person, but don't piss me off. I sometimes let people get away with too much before I snap, and then it's that old situation, is it? You eventually snap, you're the bad guy. Hello, Sarah, and all you lovely people. Hello, Reality. Right, you look after yourself, Betty. Thank you for being here, darling. I'm just me, the caring trolley twat waffle. Actually, one of the reasons I get into trouble is I don't know how to be anything other than me. You know. That's sweet. Don't get me started reading the room. My mind actually, yeah, it boggles sometimes. It's like, come on. It's and then you end up with what's one or two people giving the whole freedom of speech bloody spiel. I should be able to say what I want. Not if you're upsetting people, you know, freedom of speech, and I'm a big believer in freedom of speech and don't believe in censorship, blah blah blah, but don't upset people. Oh, thank you, Reality. And please see you doing well. Reality's channel's doing well at the moment. I try to behave at least a little bit, but sometimes I can't help myself. The thing is, you know, you're in this chat, you're in, you know which chats you're at home in, and you know, like who, Sarah? Do you know what you mean, Rob? Rob, don't listen to Rob. He's, you know, okay. God, I miss Orkney. Kristen, having fun is good. Nothing wrong with that. Exactly. Some people need to sort of stop being, stick out the butt and just have fun. Okay, that sounds like a great idea for a book, subject for a book series. Actually, Kaylee, I am. I don't know how I'll do it, and it won't be for a while. But I am back in the mind of doing what we were talking about last year, and then another content creator was going to do it, and then they're not here anymore. I would like to find a way of doing that. Not exactly, but doing sort of a version of D&D, sort of Debunkers of Dragons or something. I've got to work out the logistics of it, though. My mind is permanently boggled, Ozzy. I know the feeling. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. I hate people using their ADHD as an excuse to be an asshole. It's not an excuse. It's not. And I'm hearing people do. Well, not. I'm saying people. It's not many, but you know, it's because I'm autistic. Well, I'm autistic. You know, know what to say and what not to. Don't use it as an excuse. It's actually insulting to use it to people who have it that use it as an excuse. It can be a reason, but it's not a get out of jail free card. It's not a, oh well, that's all right then. You know, learn from it and don't do it again. You know, I mean, I'm 59 years old. Gone through, I know how I'm supposed to behave in life. No, I've said this before, but I don't always find it easy, but I know what I'm supposed to do. I have a condition, it's called no filter. Well, normally that's me, Rob. As you know, I only behave because I was lurking. I had to clean the kitchen so I could make dinner, the ever-ending story. Oh, our kitchen needs sorting out. Feel sorry for those who make me unleash my fury, though. We all know right from wrong, regardless what the mental... Exactly. Exactly. If you know what you should and shouldn't be doing, there's no excuse not to do it. And I know it's difficult. I know it's sometimes difficult. Behind the scenes... Oh, give me one sec. Behind the scenes, I can crack under the pressure of it. Doesn't mean I'll do it any differently. I won't use it as an excuse. Rayburn! What was we just saying about some words in chats? What somebody said. Yeah. Just woke up with a banging headache. Oh, sweetie. Maybe you haven't slept long enough. Mind you, I woke up with a headache tonight when... Oh, God, what time I woke up? 5-ish, 6-ish. With the humidity, I think. Coke Zero might help, Raven. Need to drink more water myself. Send in hugs. Yeah. I'm out of Coke Zero, but it's probably just as well because I didn't realise they'd substituted it with the normal Coke Zero rather than the caffeine free. I'm surprised my palpitations didn't kick it. Still drank it. No, Raven, feel better soon, yeah. Lost my picture again, hang on. Where's my black one? Can't see the black pen. Hang on. Oh, thank you, darling. I don't know if you probably went in earlier. I'm going to order some faux leather at the end of the week and do the other one as a painting. Let's be fair, we're all suffering from some sort of mental issues. They're all different and affects us all differently. Exactly. And it goes back to the same thing we say time and time again. You don't know what everybody in chat or even content creators are going through. Don't make the assumption when you're preaching about whatever, you don't jump to conclusions what's happening with other people. The sweetener they use for sugar-free drinks is known to cause headaches, by the way. I don't get them very often. I should be getting more because I need new glasses, but I think it was the heat for me. My headaches are what got me to do RSV test. We all know the result of that. Oh, bless you. At least you had the test, and hopefully you're on the route to getting better sweetness. My mum gave me a big nose bush nozzle, but it doesn't work with the monkeys, so my sinuses are bad with the heat. Actually, I'm a bit bummed up. Remember reading someone who got M&S-like symptoms due to drinking diet soda with those sweeteners? You have got to be careful, admittedly. Let's not beat around the bush here. Oh, I just dropped. But it's the lid. It's always the lid. How was our sweetness in my tea? I've done for years. I don't have sugar in tea or coffee, but if somebody makes me a white coffee by accident, I can only drink it with sweeteners in. But I very rarely have them. Description of my mental health challenges. It's at least 1 to 2 doses of fantastic publishing lives. Oh, bless you, sweetie. Sounded awesome. And when I finally finish doing the background behind me and getting the studio set up, your diamond dart is going behind me so people can see it. Because it rocks. It's very light on the camera. There we go. I wish you sketch it so relaxing. I'm going to be doing some pieces for Uncanny Academy finally, so if over on my art channel there's more of these. God, I barely hit 1 crow this. I mean, I think I missed most of 3 out of 5 lives. I don't think I saw the entirety of the other 2. Crow sucks. News just in. Raven, you're fine if the amount of sweetness and juice is not enough to cause serious issues. You need to drink gallons of the stuff. Oh, don't get me started on the feckin' singing live. I did tell him. God. You know, those of us who had to sit through the entire thing. Elaine. God, I wish I could be more judgmental with Elaine. It's just that it's usually me saying to Elaine, I need to go to bed. I'm just hoping he counts that as the bloody singing live this week. We'll do another one. I couldn't, Faye Fredo, I couldn't do it with my my hands. I literally, when I did my hand in, this was before the arthritis kicked in fully, I had started doing some 3D stuff, well, collage and stuff like that. And I don't know how well you're going to see this, but that is, you can see the entire thing. That is the diamond art. If you didn't see it when I first got it, that Peachy sent me. You kind of need to see it from a distance, but the light on that works quite well. I have to make sure there's light on it. But Peachy did that. She also did the one behind Seg. It's stunning. It is absolutely stunning. I didn't know she was sending it to me, and I just remember opening this up and thinking, oh my god. I wish I'd have opened it up on camera, actually. I wasn't expecting it. I did. It is beautiful. And just the sort of detail with diamond art, you know, each individual little stone. It's incredible. Seg singing causes a headache. You're not kidding. You don't want Sarah karaoke. My voice is shot. I actually used to be a singer. I can't sing a correct note these days. I did sing a little bit on Seg's 12 Days of Christmas Live. Plus, you know, torturing the community with singing as Seg's issue. Treating to the community to singing as crows. Seg's Live didn't make me calm. You should have seen me. I have to admit, a lot of it was turned right down. Loud enough just to hear if he asked for anything. Metal Ladyland, it was extra noisy this week. Sure, it was extra noisy this week, and it was getting to the point with some of them that I'm thinking, you're just putting different lyrics to the same shouty tune. It's almost 20 minutes, sorry, where's the forgiveness? I know. You're not getting any. Not getting any. It's alright. I'm only kidding, because when I was poorly at the beginning of the year, I've said that to Elaine far more than she said it to me, I tell you. But we always make sure one of us is in Segs. For the trolley trolls. Raven, my mate, has the same issues, but drinking more Coke Zeros cures the headache. Really? Yeah. Spectacular, that diamond art. Yeah. It's just, that's peachy. Swear to God, I'm going to hurl this internet off the wall. First live I've caught from the start, the internet is dropping. Oh no, my heat is done in. I tried diamond art too, but my animals kept jumping on my diamonds, went everywhere, so do etching now. Much easier with my arthritic thumbs. Yeah, because you know, I'm going to go back to doing the glass engraving. I do have wood burner to do wood, but that's more complicated to use. I need to practice with that. I love doing that. Oh, thank you. I love it. Stunning. I love doing my own diamond art. It's so relaxing. I can imagine it being relaxing. I did the one she's done for Crow is awesome. I've seen it. It's absolutely awesome. Yeah, there are plans for that one. Diamond art looks great. Yeah, it was angry singing on, was it Thursday night, Friday night, whenever it was. It's like, talented in other ways too. Unless it's eating hot dogs. Yeah, he was. He was. His mic had trouble keeping up in places. He lost sound at one point. It was bliss. Muted himself. I'll try Virgin maybe. I can't fault Virgin. In a year and a half of being with Virgin, I've had two issues. One was, and the engineer came out the next day both times. One was about a year ago, and it turned out the wire to the router just needed replacing. That actually, when he came this time, he gave me a spare wire. Then if it happened again, I don't have to call them. And this time we were having all that really hot weather, and there was an outage here, so I kind of left it for 2 or 3 days. When I eventually got through to them, they were so apologetic. They'd knocked money off my bill. The guy came round. He's given me a new router. But in terms of it going off, who was always before? Sky was always cutting off. You know, I'd be live, and fortunately, if I'd have sort of Phil with me, and I would have to, well, especially in the middle of the night lives, hardly ever goes down. And it's because they're on their own network. They don't hook into the BT network. I can't. I mean, maybe other people have had problems with Virgin, but I've never had a problem. I've been so happy with them. No problem, John. Thank you for being here, hon. Sky here too. It's off for days. I do a special package on your benefits. It's only £20 a month. Sky, it was mainly only middle of the night for me with Sky. And at the time, I was doing live streams, a couple of live streams a week in the middle of the night here, and it was downtime. Didn't have many problems during the day. But we did have one problem, and this wasn't Sky's fault, to be fair, where the Sky box at the front of the house got hit by lightning. I was in my room upstairs where the router was, and bang, you know. And that took a few days, but it was because they had to go through BT to get to the, you know, their part of it. But Sky, because we've had a couple of years fibre optics being in this town, and I refused to go with the company that did it, and I needed it for the internet. Then when the guy from Virgin knocked on my door, I was like, oh, hell yeah, finally I can have fibre optic. Sky weren't offering it. I think they're offering it now, but even back then they weren't offering fibre optic. No, you are not evil at all. I think you should do it for the... There you go. See? Screenshot that, somebody. Boring. It's boring. I might need to write a list of ideas just for the heck of it. It was funny when he said a woman in chat needed to get laid because of the songs she was getting. Oh, Seg don't care. Seg's got the British. I'll say what I want. You don't like it. That's your problem. And Seg gets away with it because most people just look and think, oh, it's just Seg. You know? Same with Crow. BT were horrendous here. When we had it BT initially, and they were always going down. Seg's poor neighbours. Yeah, did ask him if his neighbours had phoned the police. I don't know whether it's just because of the package I've got, Fredo, but I've had no problems with Sky, and they've bent over package. So both times engineers came out first thing the next day. And it's funny because I said to the engineer, "Oh well, you know, I didn't want to nag at the beginning of the week because of the weather. I didn't like the idea of, you know, the guys that were trying to deal with the outage, because I know that Virgin are on the telegraph poles, they're not in the ground. I thought, these poor guys up at the top of ladders in this heat." And he said, no, you can call us out any time, because of course it's his job, and you know, he gets paid every time he goes out. So I thought, oh fine, okay, I'll call you out any time. I pay for the faster package. I don't pay for the gaming package. I pay for the middle package. But I pay for the faster package, and I also pay for the faster uploads. So when I'm uploading to YouTube, it takes no time at all. Start with EE, but they mess. And the EE are horrendous. My phone's with EE, and I still have them with EE because they've got good coverage here. Try talking to a feckin' person at EE. Can't fault EE, but I haven't got them with. I'm with Virgin for the broadband. Scots get better treated the English. Probably. It just done it again. Oh no! How long have I been going? Nearly 2 hours. Yeah. As usual, not got much done. Blame you lot. Chatting with you lot. But it matters. This is just a test piece, and I'll keep going with this until I get the I've got the Energy Raven. Oh, I would. Black? No. Okay. I need the black one of these. I can't see it. Oh, that thing right in front of me. Yeah, that's what I need. Well, you know what it's like, Elaine, when you haven't done a style for a while and you just want to get used to the techniques, etc. Also, I'll get some more of these pens at the end of the week. These are the ones that Aussie Cat recommended and sent, and they work lovely. My old brand aren't making them anymore because they're mean. Depends where you live, yeah. I know for well, I'm rural, so I mean that was the trouble when they first put broadband into the town. Sorry, it's called broadband. Fibre optic into the town. It was a local company I didn't want to go with. And And I was kind of thinking, I was close to thinking I'm cutting my nose off to spite my face because I needed it for the channel. But then, you know, a man from Virgin knocked on my door and saved me. Because that, I mean, literally, I mean, I think Sky probably offer it now, but at the time it was literally the one local company that offered it. Obviously now, they haven't got that monopoly. But, yeah, there's not a lot of choice here because of where I am. So it's, I mean, I love living rural and I wouldn't change where I live, but it is the downside of living rural, you know, that and fast food. And having to listen to your friends talk about what fast food they're eating that day. Naming no names. And I can't even get to McDonald's because I haven't got a car at the minute. Yeah, the reason I'm doing it on leather rather than just, you know, painting it on wherever is I've still got a load of leather bags I need to paint anyway. Get them online for sale. But I've still lost a lid. But where's my bag? Oh, I've lost my bag. I would have shown you. Oh, there it is. These faux leather bags. I've still got about 12 left. But when I was thinking about painting on leather with the Angelus, that's actually one I did for the market, but Highland cows always go well. But you can paint really well on it, and I've still got a load of leather paint, which if you're going to do leather paint, this is the brand you need, Angelus. It was recommended to me by that just reminded me because it's one of the guys that does the leather work that I'm still in the middle of messaging. Angelus acrylic paint. It is they're not cheap per pot, but they last forever. And they are completely and utterly waterproof. They're basically initially designed for shoes, I think. We know when you're painting up your shoes to scuff marks. So completely waterproof. You can't beat rural. You can't. I couldn't live in a city again. Back in the 80s, I used to use plastic. That's what I used to do. I mean, I still have some of them in the garage. Meatloaf Iron Maiden covers, much for airbrushed. I've never tried airbrushing. I keep meaning to try airbrush. I wonder if I can find. Give me 1 second, guys. This may be a big ask, but I'll try. I may have shown it before. Is it on my main page? Was it on my art channel? Just let me have a quick look. Scrolling. I did a commission just before I finished doing the market on a leather jacket. I mean, I wear a denim jacket. I put Boba Fett on. No, I'll have to go on to me. Other one, hang on. Let's get the picture. There it is. It's not the best picture of it, but I thought I had one of him wearing it actually. It's not on the. So I'll show you. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. So that's, it's not the best picture, but that's the best. That's the Alien and Predator one I did for somebody. And he's actually, it wasn't a tourist, it was somebody in Annex. I do see him walking around. I love seeing that, and somebody walking around with that on the back. And the other one I did was for somebody at the same time. I've done several, but I used to do them in the 80s for friends. This is a denim one. Denim's tougher because you've got to get the colour to stand out. But yeah, that's Mandalorian on a bantha. And the one I've got is a denim jacket with Boba on. So, but I prefer painting on leather. There's no point in doing it on a leather jacket or a denim jacket though, because people are different sizes. I only do that if people have to give me the jacket if they want to commission. But I think I keep talking about it to Phil actually, that maybe at some point we'll try that's what that black thing is. I mean, also I do the bags and stuff now, but I'm gonna get some sheets of faux leather and to use for painting. I like using that for painting. I haven't got virgins for the foam. Before we got rid of Sky, it was because they weren't offering fibre optic, by the way. No other reason. Before we got rid of Sky, we got rid of the landline because it just wasn't worth it. Never had bother with Sky. I think it's a new house, got ghosts. Love rural, less people. Yeah, exactly. Unless you live in a fucking tourist town. Prefer it to town or city for sure. Can still get to them easily enough when needed. I don't really, to be honest now. I mean, obviously I miss having a car, but it's not to get to the city. I miss living in the country. Don't miss the hotter and colder weather. No choice in the matter, but I do like cities, but good to escape the madness when you want. Yeah, I mean, I'm using it on, it's basically acrylic, Elaine. And it works like acrylic. It's a bit thinner than a tiny bit thinner than acrylic. It's smoother than acrylic. But yeah, but it's completely waterproof, so you could use it on pleather. And like I say, friends who make leather bags and journals, etc., that I know, it was their recommendation to use Angelus. They both said the same one. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying at some point, but God, I've got. I mean, like I say, I haven't really tried the wood burner yet. Not really. I've just been doing it for a long time, to be honest. Pepe jeans and the keyring. Yeah. See that rocker hair there, Sarah? That wasn't me. We fabbed to have a custom jacket. I love doing them, actually. I've you know, maybe it should have been something I actually upgraded to. Could offer it. Denim's more difficult to work with, just to get the colours to show. The lighter the denim, the better. It is possible. I mean, my jacket's not up here, but it is possible. But it's more work. But I just love working on leather. I've been to Sweden and Norway. I've been to Norway a long time ago. Feel free to go to Norway when you get the chance. There you go. Everywhere in the world is under. Anywhere that's in the summer seems to be suffering at the moment. Back with curlers and a beanie as well. Woohoo! Oh. I'll keep going for a bit longer. It might just be chatting. I'm getting a bit. Yeah, it's coming along stunningly. Thank you, Sage Rat. My eyes are going. I'll do a bit more. I'm not doing anything complicated, so I can do a bit more. Oh, the wrong lid on that. Hang on. Very sexy speech, you said in deep voice. Know your iPad password now. Everyone knows my iPad password. It's 1234. There's now on this that would be a bother. Amazon Fire tablet. I wish it was an iPad. Hey, Mike O. This actually annoys me. I've got to use one. I don't care with this. Oh, I know. It's probably why I'm struggling with, you know, being awake for lives and stuff, because I'm sleeping more than I thought I would be able to, but it's not comfortable sleep. By any stretch of the imagination. It's very uncomfortable. Um, um, what kind of idiot makes their luggage passcode 12345? Need to watch that soon. It's not as hot as last night, but more humid. I think that's what's happened here, actually. We have dropped a couple of degrees, I think, but we have not just dropped humidity. I only stretch the imagination. I'm sitting at the window looking out like an old granny neck curtain twitching. I was working last night in an air conditioning unit. It was oh. Yeah, that's the trouble with opening your windows, especially at night. The bloody moths come in. And moths don't frighten me, but they do irritate the bloody hell out of me. Sorry. You guys know what I'm like when I'm concentrated. I'm not a multitasker. Wish I was. Right, what are we doing? Rob, you got your colours in too. Roger, open your curtains and sit there with a big can of insect spray. Oh. Pen escaping. You can see the mini curlers now. Home is where the holiday is. Yes, 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 Mr. I had a eclair chef. God, what I'd give to have an eclair chef. I don't just mean holiday. I've had an eclair for ages. For ages. Sarah, can you do something with Rob? I'm most tempted to smack him in the head. I'm sure he's behaving perfectly badly. You don't need me to do anything. There's probably a rush now from the other mobs. Get him! And I'm sure tomorrow night he'll be all, oh, Team Sean and Ryan. So Sam will give him a verbal slapping. Oh, let me picture go again. Bollocks. Definitely dropped a pen lid. I'm an idiot. Rob's new name, Stanley. When moths come in, I turn on all the lights to confuse them. What's more important, cool or sleeping? Both. Actually cool at the minute. They're a lifesaver. I have mine open tiny bits so the cats can jump in and out, but keeps most of the bugs out. I had a caramel eclair at 3:30 a.m. this morning, but nearly choked in it because Bill was talking to me. Well, whose fault's that? Whose fault is that? Love eclairs. Me too. Chocolate eclairs. Hell yeah. Wait, what? I have a great collection of tools, not just the ones you're thinking of. I got a pack of test of perfume, and one of the smells is strawberry eclair. I'm Team Phil. Oh, we know who you're. No, you're just Team Phil. I don't know. Phil needs to go back to work. He's causing chaos. Not much left above the waist, surely. I've got the same kind on the other one. Oh, Kristen, my kind of gal. I did get a headache going through smelling them all. I'll bet those testers tend to be a bit pungent. Don't sniff from the bottle, Raven. I got off a variety, both of the second ones and the fun ones. Sorry, I need to go. No problem. I won't be on that much longer, darling. Thank you for being here, Kim. You're a treasure. Head head is totally done in this wee shitty internet. Hope you've had a fun night. Catch you on the next one, hopefully. Take care, much love. Goodbye, sweetie. You get some sleep. I don't know how to handle perfume. The only ones I have, if I'm feeling mega rich, which is very, very rare, I like Chanel No. 5. Otherwise, it's white musk or patchouli. Yes, I'm an old hippie. I like my patchouli. I've always got some patchouli. Pisses everybody off. Right, I'm off trying to get some sleep. Bye bye. I'm not gonna be on. I'm gonna be finished shortly. Before I start knackering this, because that's what happens when you're tired. I'm going to actually get some stuff on the Patreon this week. Somebody can put your Patreon link in. I do free member posts. Otherwise, it's $1 or $5. I'm going to be putting stuff on the art channel as well. The Beardo, second part of Beardo will be Thursday. I'm going to find some new victims this week for more podcasts. I'll be live on Tuesday, and Saturday as normal. Other than that, it'll probably won't be anything tomorrow, but don't forget Bristol are live at 9 o'clock tomorrow. And Justin will be live at 8, I think. I don't know if it's his last one tomorrow, actually, or if he's got one more. Because he'll be off to India soon. Trying to think if I'm missing anything. Keep an eye out for Raven doing her quickie 12-hour lives. I'll be in there. I'm not even going to mention Crow. First time I buy perfume, I don't know what it's what. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, just keep an eye out. Thank you, Elaine. Patreon are supposed to be letting us put videos straight on there, so I'm really looking forward to them doing that. As I'm in a very thin week this week, because it's end of the month for me, I've got to walk. I have actually got to walk, so I might try and get a couple of vlogs done this week. I'll put those in the Patreon. Oh, no problem. Thank you, Mike. You treasure. Thanks as always for the live stream, Sarah. Much love. Hope you get some sleep at some point. I think I'll be all right today. I don't think I'm in danger of famous last words, eh? Yeah. Oh, I thought, you're welcome, Roger. Thank you for that. Free eclairs at the Patreon. I wish. Wouldn't be any left if there was. Right, guys. I will see you. If not before, I'll see you on Tuesday afternoon for my regular Tuesday afternoon live. So probably see you in chats elsewhere. So have a good night. Try and stay cool. And toodles. Sorry, Julie, I'm about to end. Good to see you.
When toxic rocks it with love and care, hearts and hot dogs everywhere. Nothing but a search for truth. Expose the fake and show the proof.